love wins. Love wins. That's the promise of God. It is the witness of Scripture. And it is the good news you and I have the audacity to proclaim. In this world, God's love wins. And the world says, you and I are fools. It says we're fools. And if you listen to the lesson today, as Paul writes to the church in Corinth, we've been called fools for, 2,000 years. Because the world says, love wins. Look around you. Have you not read the paper? Just out of curiosity, I picked up the paper today. I was convinced that I would find what the world talks about. Our paper for this morning, right on front part, it's their party in turmoil. You know, it's the criminal charges brought against Senator Menendez. And here we have the remembrance of Selma and what took place there. You turn in the pages here and you find out that Boko Haram, a terrorist group in Nigeria, has vowed allegiance with ISIS. Isn't that good news? There's a shooting that takes place here. It's the breaking of the ceasefire in the Ukraine. The trial for the bomber of the Boston Marathon. The world looks at this and says, really? God's love wins? And it doesn't just look at the world. It says, look at the church. God loves win. Well, not such a convincing argument there. Not only the scandals within the life of the church, but all the data that's coming out about what's people's impression of the church nowadays for those who are outside the church. It's fairly sobering. You expected things like, well, church is boring, and church is irrelevant. But here's the ones that really catch you. For a growing portion of the population, perception, particularly among young, is that church is judgmental and narrow-minded and exclusive. God's love wins. The world says you guys are fools. How can you believe that? You are blind, or deluded, or hopelessly naive. I remember in college I had a friend who just liked to hound me. And on this very point, because he liked me, he thought I was a good guy, and he thought I was reasonably intelligent, and he goes, Mark, how can you believe that in this world, God's love wins? And those were the days of Selma and racial riots and assassinations and Vietnam and nuclear war and the Cold War. Different issues, different problems, different brokenness, but the same truth. And he would push me again and again. How can you do that? How can you believe God's love wins? Mark, you're a fool. And we'd always end up at the end of the same place. And I would say again, then by your definition, I gladly claim that I am a fool for Christ. I live my life in the promise that guess what? In this world, God's love wins. And I understand that my belief in that is fundamentally a gift from God. So yes, I am a fool for Christ. Guilty. But I am not naive. I see the world for what it is. I'm not blind. Nor am I blind about what takes place in the life of the church when it is less than what it could be in God's purposes. I can see the pettiness and the politics and the meanness that can part of church life. I see it. But I believe in this world, God's love wins. Why? Because I stand in the shadow of that cross. I stand in the shadow of that cross. I know exactly what the world can do. I know exactly what the world is capable of doing. That's as real as it gets. And I know who put Jesus on that cross. It was good people. It was righteous people. It was churchgoers. How does that happen? I know. On the cross, the world took its best shot against that foolishness of Christians. On that cross, the love of God was left to die. The eyes of the world, the game over. But here it is. It wasn't. It wasn't. And on Easter morning in an empty tomb, the proclamation, He is risen. You and I know the declaration that God made and said, guess what? In this world, God's love wins. That's where I live my life. As many of you know, my mom was an elementary school teacher, elementary school, the little people. And what broke her heart, the older she got in teaching, was how much anger and brokenness was in these little people. So much frustration and despair. And they're so young. And there was this little boy in her class that just acted out. One day just went over the top. He's screaming, he's yelling, he's throwing things. He's completely out of control. And the only thing that my mom could think to do was to take that little boy and hold him in her arms. She just grabbed a hold of him and just wasn't going to let go. And he just fighting and elbowing and stabbing and screaming and cursing, angry. And my mom took it all and just held on to it. She wasn't going to let him go. Until finally, he just stopped. And the tears came. And he just fell into my mother's arms. Love won. It's the cross. Christ who takes us in His arms, and we're fighting, and we're screaming, and we're cursing, and we're carrying on. We're doing everything. We even have our nails in hand, but He won't let us go. Until we give up and fall into those arms. We know we are loved. It changes everything. Love wins. If that makes me a fool, I gladly take the title. Because I will forever remain a fool for Christ. Amen. Now may the peace of God which passes all understanding keep our hearts and our minds through Christ Jesus.